Ladies, let me tell you something. Men are simple, but they are not clueless. When a man truly loves a woman, it doesn't just show in how he talks to her during the day, but in how he treats her in his most vulnerable moments. Like when the lights are off and it's just the two of you. No filters, no distractions, just truth. If he does this in bed, trust me, he can't live without you. And no, I'm not just talking about passion. I'm talking about care, respect, connection, and love. Because a man's real heart isn't always in his words. It's in his actions when no one is watching. When a man loves you deeply, lying next to you isn't just comfort. It's home. He'll pull you closer, even in his sleep. He'll wrap his arm around you like he is afraid the world might take you away. That right there is not just desire. It's fear of losing you. It's love silently speaking. Ladies, let me tell you something real and honest. When a man truly values you, it isn't loud. It isn't always spoken, but it shows in the quietest moments. Like when it's just the two of you lying in bed. No stage, no audience, no ego, no act. That's where the truth lies. A man can tell the world anything with his mouth, but his actions in those silent hours reveal what his heart actually feels. If he pulls you close without even thinking about it, if he reaches out for you in his sleep, that's not habit. That's his soul searching for the one place it feels safe. A man doesn't hold on to something he doesn't fear losing. When he wraps his arm around you like he's anchoring himself to peace, that's him showing you you're not just a part of his life. You are his home. You know what's different about a man who can't live without you? He doesn't touch you only when he wants something. Sometimes he just holds you because being close to you feels like breathing. He'll brush your hair away from your face, kiss your forehead softly, not to start anything, but because he needs to feel connected to you, to remind himself you're real, you're his, and he's grateful. You might not even notice because these are not grand gestures. They're small, quiet, but full of heart. And if you ever felt him reach for your hand while he's asleep or pull the blanket over you without waking you up completely, that's not an accident. That's love working even when his mind is resting. A man doesn't worry about someone he doesn't care for. But when he keeps checking if you're comfortable, if your feet are cold, if your head is resting right on the pillow, that's him saying, I love you, without using words. That's protection. That's care. That's commitment. He doesn't treat the bed like a place just for passion. To him, it's where his day ends in your arms and his tomorrow starts by your side. If you shift away in the night, he notices. If you're upset or quiet, even in the dark, even with your back turned to him, he senses something is wrong. And instead of turning away or ignoring it, he moves closer. He puts his hand on your back or pulls you near and whispers, what's wrong? I'm here. That right there is love that stays even when it's uncomfortable. That's a man who is afraid of waking up in a world where you don't exist beside him. To him, your breathing becomes his calm. Your presence becomes his peace. You don't even have to speak. Your silence is enough to comfort him. Men don't always say they're in love, but their hearts speak through actions. If his day is heavy, his mind is tired, his body is exhausted, yet he still reaches for you instead of turning away. That means you're his safe place. He might be strong in the world, but in that moment, he rests his strength on you. And that is the purest form of trust. So when he does all of this, know the truth. He's not just lying next to you, he's choosing you over and over, even in his sleep. He's telling you without words that he doesn't just want you around. He needs you, your presence, your warmth, your peace. That's how you know he can't live without you. There's a kind of love that doesn't need loud promises or dramatic declarations. It's not found in flowers, candles, or perfectly rehearsed words. It's found in the quiet moments, in the way he reaches for you in the dark, in the way his body naturally moves closer to yours like it's drawn by gravity. When a man can't live without you, it shows in how he treats your presence as comfort, not obligation. He doesn't need anything from you in that moment. He just needs you there. Your breathing, your warmth, your being. That's enough for him. You become his favorite place, the softest part of his day, the peace after the chaos. A man who deeply loves you doesn't just fall asleep beside you. He settles into you like you are the only place his heart feels at rest. He pays attention to things that most people would ignore, like the way you curl up when you're cold, the way you turn your face away when you're upset, the way your breathing changes when you fall asleep. And without saying a word, he responds. He pulls the blanket higher to keep you warm. He reaches out and rests his hand on your waist to remind you you're not alone. He lifts your chin softly if he feels tears you're hiding. These aren't gestures of desire. They're gestures of love, quiet love, real love. And let me tell you something. When a man feels safe enough to fall asleep holding you, that's not weakness. That's trust. Men don't show softness to women they don't value. If he falls asleep with his hand in yours, or his forehead against yours, or his chest pressed into your back, it's because on some level, he knows his heart is safe with you. He isn't afraid. He isn't pretending. He lets his guard down, lets the world fade away, and just breathes beside you. That is intimacy beyond physical touch. That is emotional closeness. Have you ever noticed how he keeps you close even when he's half asleep? How he pulls you back if you move away? That's not just instinct. That's attachment. Because the truth is, his heart has gotten used to you being there, to your quiet presence, to your soft voice, to the way you fit against him perfectly. That's how you know you're not temporary in his life. You're not just someone he likes having around. You're someone he can't imagine losing. And sometimes love shows up in the simplest actions. He'll wake up early but stay still just so you can sleep longer. He'll gently move your hair so it doesn't bother your face. He'll kiss your shoulder not to wake you, but because he's grateful to wake up next to you. That's the kind of love that doesn't shout. It whispers. It doesn't demand. It protects. It doesn't leave. It stays. To him, the bed isn't just a place to sleep. It's where he feels closest to your soul. It's where the world goes quiet, and all that remains is your heartbeat and his. He may not say much, but everything he does says this: I choose you. I need you. And even in my dreams, I don't want to let you go. You can always tell when a man's heart is truly connected to you by the way he treats the quietest moments. Not the dates, not the gifts, not the promises, but the silence between the two of you at night. When he lies next to you, and instead of turning to the side and drifting off without a thought, he reaches for you like you're the only thing that brings his soul peace. That's when you know you matter to him more than anything he could ever say. There's a softness in his touch, not because he wants something, but because he doesn't want to lose something. He doesn't want to lose you. There's a certain way his body molds to yours, how his breathing slows when he pulls you close, how his chest rises and falls against your back like he's sensing his life with yours. He's not just next to you, he's connected to you. When a man can't live without you, sleep becomes his most honest confession. He might not say it out loud, but the way his fingers search for your hand in the dark, the way he tucks you under his chin, or the way he wraps his leg over you just to feel you near, those are the actions of someone who has found his safe place. And ladies, here's what makes it different. He's not trying to own you. He's trying to protect you. He wants you to feel safe the way you make him feel safe. So he'll hold you like you're fragile, like you're a secret the world doesn't deserve. Even when he's tired, even when he's half asleep, his heart is awake enough to keep you close. If you shift away, he notices. If you're facing the other side, he finds a way to pull you back gently, not because he's controlling, but because he feels incomplete without you near. It's not neediness, it's connection. Sometimes he doesn't even touch you. He just lies there, watching you breathe, brushing his thumb over your hand, memorizing the peace on your face. And if you wake up and catch him, He'll smile softly, probably deny it, but his eyes will tell you everything. Love doesn't always look like passion. Sometimes it looks like silence and stillness and trust. And on the nights when you're not okay, when you're quiet, when your eyes are heavy, when your mind is somewhere else, he feels it. He won't let you turn away and hide your pain. He'll pull you closer, place his hand on your heart, and whisper, "Talk to me. What's wrong?" Because to him, your tears aren't an inconvenience. They're a responsibility. He wants to be the one who wipes them away before the world ever sees them fall. That's the kind of man who isn't just sharing a bed. He's sharing his soul. He'll make space for you on his chest, even if it's uncomfortable. He'll let you sleep on his arm, even when it goes numb. He'll adjust his body just so you don't wake up sore. He notices the little things. If your hair is in your face, he moves it. If the pillow is too low, he lifts your head gently and fixes it. He doesn't do it for praise. He does it because your comfort brings him comfort. Your peace is his peace. That's when you know you're not just someone he loves. You're someone he can't imagine falling asleep without. You're not just in his life. You're in his heartbeat, in his quiet moments, in the space where he feels most human, right there beside you in the dark. Sometimes the most powerful kind of love is the one that doesn't need to be announced to the world. It's the kind that exists in small gestures, in gentle silence, in how he treats you when no one else is watching. You can tell how much a man really loves you by the way he is with you at night, when the world is quiet, when his guard is down, when there's no reason to pretend. If he still reaches for you then, if he still chooses you then, that is real. When a man can't live without you, he doesn't just lay beside you. He softens around you. He becomes vulnerable in a way he isn't with anyone else. His arms find their way around you almost unconsciously, like his body has memorized the shape of your comfort. He breathes differently when he's near you. Slower, calmer, like his mind finally stops running. You'll feel it in the way he presses his lips against your shoulder, not to wake you or to start a moment, but just to feel that you're real and you're his. Even in his sleep, his love speaks. He'll pull you closer when he senses you turning away. He'll place his hand on your waist or over your heart, like he's silently saying, "I'm still here." And it's not because he wants control. No, it's because he feels lost without your touch. Your presence is his anchor in a world that keeps pulling him in different directions. You are his peace, and he clings to that peace like it's oxygen. You'll notice he pays attention to your comfort more than his own. If you fall asleep on his chest and his arm goes numb, he won't move. If your hair falls over your face, he'll gently brush it away. If you're shivering in the cold, he'll pull the blanket over you, even if it means he stays uncovered. He does these things without thinking twice. Love, real love, is quiet service. It's protection without being asked. It's care without being demanded. And on the nights when you're not okay, when you turn your back and say, "I'm fine," even though your heart is heavy, he will feel it. A man who loves you deeply won't ignore what your silence is trying to say. He'll move closer, wrap his arms around you from behind, and whisper that it's okay to break down. Because he's not going anywhere. He won't let you fall asleep feeling alone. He'll hold you tighter, not to fix everything, but to remind you that you don't have to face it alone. Sometimes love is just in the way he looks at you in the dark. No words, no explanations, just soft eyes and a quiet smile. He may not always say, "I love you," but his actions will say it over and over again. In how he searches for your hand under the blanket, in how he kisses your forehead before falling asleep, in how he waits for your breathing to calm before he allows himself to drift off. That's when you understand he's not just comfortable with you. He's dependent on your presence. You've become a part of his nights, a part of his peace, a part of his life. He doesn't want to imagine living without. He doesn't just want you beside him. He needs you there, in the dark, in the silence, in the spaces where love doesn't need words to be heard. You'll know a man's heart by the way he holds you when the world goes quiet. Not in the rush of the day, not in the noise of conversations, but in the moments when he doesn't have to impress you. When the only audience is the soft glow of the night. That's when his truth comes out. If he lies next to you and instantly relaxes, if his breathing changes the moment his skin touches yours, that's not just comfort. That's a man whose soul has found rest in you. He doesn't pull you close because he needs warmth. He pulls you close because you are his calm after the storm. His hand will automatically reach for you across the sheets, across the silence, even in his sleep. It's like his heart knows where you are, even when his eyes are closed. You might think he's asleep when he wraps his arm around your waist or buries his face in your neck. But no, somewhere deep inside him, love is awake even when he isn't.